At open training today, we noticed that some defenders were missing for the week to the final. What's the situation with Europa?
I don't know if they are going to be available. We are going trying to push because it's the final matches and it's a final. You know that all the players want to play that really bad. So I don't know. They will not. I think they will not go to Chelsea, but they will have a possibility to have some of them in the final.
Does the same go for Diogo Dalot?
Dalot is trying really bad. I don't want to risk Dalot because when you start getting one injury, second injury, and then is a big thing. We cannot have this kind of problems in our squad. So we'll see, but he's working really hard to get in the final.
Ruben, over the last 24, 48 hours since you saw us on Sunday, there's been a lot of stories about not having the parade, about the ticket situation for the final, about you personally paying so the members of staff, their families can go to the game. First of all, is that what has kind of led to you making that personal gesture, and also what is the collective spirit within the football club?
To start with that, the situation is simple. You know that we had a lot of things, people leaving, a lot of changing in the staff, and in this moment for our club sometimes it's hard to understand when to give, when to take, to respect the people that we are taking their jobs in certain moments to survive and to rebuild, and then it's hard and it's complicated for the club to start giving to other members of staff. So it's a really hard position. Then that situation was explained, and in that moment my reaction was to help, because it's not going to, I'm not a good guy, it's not going to change my life, and to help to the staff to be there comfortable, to be a better staff for the final. Then they talked to the players, and the players had the same reaction. In the same moment they had the same reaction. So everybody wants the staff there, the families there, but it's hard to manage things in our club, so it's a simple thing.
Do you feel as though the spirit is there? You've said some very harsh things on Sunday. Do you feel as though everybody's moving in the same direction?
I think you feel that a final is different, but you can understand that this season has been really tough on everybody. The results and also the change in the staff, and you can feel it in our club. So we are addressing that during the season. We are changing the way we play during the season. We had so many bad results in Premier League, so the environment is tough in the moment, but I guarantee you that when we are preparing a game in Europa League, the environment is a little bit different, and you can feel it, the excitement. So but you can understand that the environment in this year is really, really tough.
James.
Ruben, I think you said on Sunday that if results carried on, then maybe someone else would have to have the chance. Could you seriously see yourself walking away from this club having been given this opportunity, or is it the case in your mind you're 100% certain?
What I'm saying is that since I arrived here, I'm always talking about the standards, and I cannot see the team having these results, especially in Premier League, and not say nothing and not take the responsibility. It's just that I have a clear idea what to do. I understand the problems of the team, so I'm far from quitting. What I'm saying is that we need to perform, and we had this season. In the future, we need to perform, or else they will change us. That is normal thing. So, especially after a match, was my feeling, and it still is my feeling today.
Jeremy.
Ruben, what would be more important to you personally, winning a trophy or getting this club into the Champions League?
Personally, for me, I think Champions League is more important for everything, to prepare the next season, and we are supposed to be in Champions League, and Europa League here is not enough, and you have that feeling here. So this is the best way to get to help us to get in the top in a few years is Champions League, is not the title, is not the cup. So for me, Champions League is more important.
Done.
Ruben, you and the players have spoken about in the Europa League physicality being a bit easier to cope with. How do you then merit that playing Spurs, a Premier League team where the competition I know the context is different, but obviously different challenges to the teams.
Yeah, it's the game will play a different game. It's not the same to play against Real Sociedad or even Lyon or Athletic Bilbao. It's going to be different, but we are prepared for that. And the final is completely different. The context is different. The cup is there. We can see the cup, and even the last years, even with Ten Hag, with some problems, when they reached the final, they were there, and you guys know that this team can proved already that in the final they can step up, and we know that.
When you talked about the identity of the club a few days ago about getting used to losing big matches or matches at home, is that equally frustrating though, that the team can perform these really big games and they have done under you so far, but maybe in other games they aren't reaching that level?
It's more profound than that. Of course, I understand the context. I understand that we are not fighting for nothing and we are focused on the Europa League, but we cannot get used to that. So if I have to say that every week, I will say every week is my job. I understand that I'm manager of this big club, and that is a problem. It's not okay. No matter what, even if it is a pre-season match, we need to win it.
Ruben, obviously, Jose Mourinho, the last manager to win this trophy with Manchester United. I mean, what would it mean for you to be able to replicate that? Also, have you spoken to him at all?
No, about this final, no. He has a big job also in Fenerbahce. I didn't speak with him. Again, would be massive for us to win something, to give something to the fans. It's not important if I follow Jose Mourinho or another manager. For me, again, the most important thing is how this title could help us to get back to the top faster. That is the most important thing.